Hey, I'm Jake Mathis. I'm here in the Culinary Arts program, and I'm here to be Student of the Year. I chose this program because when I was in China, I was in Shanghai, and I really looked up to my parents growing up and how much they loved to cook. They made a lot of different spicy sauces and just a lot of different dishes. And once I got here, my parents adopted me, and I always had a strong fascination with cooking. I never gave that up. I would introduce a lot of new Chinese ideas and dishes, and as I learned more and more and became more proficient with cooking, I realized that there was a program and a college here where I could learn more about culinary arts. And so I was very interested in being a part of that and have a great experience interacting here and a great opportunity. It's very exciting when the teacher comes up and says, who wants to be making sauce today? And so that's the role I typically pick, because I know maybe I don't know everything that comes with that role, and maybe I don't know everything on the recipe, but I love being able to be creative and to put my hands to it. I like sports. I like to play basketball. I have a lot of energy. I like to move around, keep busy. I like to run. So yeah, again, I have a lot of energy, so I like to keep busy, get going, and stay healthy. We take turns cooking. Sometimes I cook, sometimes other members of the family will cook, and we cook for the entire family. It may be my dad one day, or my mom, my sister, just whoever decides that they're cooking that day. So just like being here in the program, I'm on my own here, doing everything on my own, so very motivated to continue learning. That's a tough one for my future. Ooh. Communication can be hard for me. Of course, I always try my best to communicate with others. I'm usually the only deaf person around, and so it can be a challenge. My goal or my dream is to have a business. I'm very, very excited about the thought of having my own business, selling Chinese food, and having people understand my culture and where I came from. It is tough. When I'm the only deaf person and I'm surrounded by people who can hear, and I'm identified as the only deaf individual, it can be hard to find other people to be a part of my team and to really succeed. And so it's step by step, really. And if whether that's 4 steps, 5 steps, 10 steps, we'll take whatever steps we need to, just to make a business successful. So making sure that you have an outline in place that we can work through to accomplish objectives and work our way towards the big picture. I know that does take time and a lot of patience, but I do feel that I can be successful. I've got 2 instructors here. They're different. One is Jose, and he's a lot more focused on a variety of different food, not necessarily desserts and sweets. I mean, sometimes he touches on those, but most of the time he's really focused on some different dishes that have to do with meat and maybe some bread heavy dishes, just focused on the cooking side of things. So there's a lot of practical learning there. He is quite strict and very concise as far as what he wants. There's not a lot of room for just random instruction, so I do like the way he instructs us. He's very on task, he moves us along. The other instructor is Brecca, and she focuses more on our desserts and the things that we make for dessert. Most of the times those are sweet cakes, breads, things like that. Sometimes she does help when we cook like the main courses and other foods as well. But most of the time she's focused on having us cook and learn more about desserts and sweets. And so I do like both of my instructors. They have different styles, different approaches, but they have great things that they bring to the table, and I learn great things from them and their different cooking styles. It's a great way for me to develop my skills. I'd really like to thank my parents who adopted me. I'm very grateful to them because I have access to communication from them. They're both deaf, like myself, so excellent communication with them. Both of them being deaf and really understanding me has been so great. They understand me and my personality, the things that I want to do and be successful in. They love me, They know how to accommodate me and my cultural differences and really push me towards my future. So I'd like to thank my parents. I'm really appreciative of what they've done for me. I know sometimes it's tough working with your parents, and there's good times and bad times with anyone. I'd also like to mention that when I was in Shanghai in China, my parents there, I still absolutely love them. I never do see them, and I would like to see them again at some point. I would like to be able to say hi, and I know a lot of my roots started in China, and my love for cooking, my passion for cooking. I wouldn't be able to say thanks right now because they're so far away, and I don't know where they're at. That's not information I have. It's lost to me. Regardless, I do think of them, and I would like to thank my parents there in China as well. So both my sets of parents.